Right. Hey yo, thank you for joining me for a Galaxy of Heroes video today. We're going to be re-recording a third sister mission attempt here. Watch me get walloped here. So since my last video, I've probably run 160 of these with other people and of course myself. And so we've learned a lot since that last video. Some of the things that we talked about then still reign true, right? You want high protection, low health, as much defense as you can fit on there. Turn order matters more than speed. Something that we've learned recently is you can actually have your seventh sister be too fast. We've seen 349, 350, and then they're going before Chief Nebbit. If Chief Nebbit doesn't get to go, he doesn't have all those buffs. And Seventh Sister, when she uses her Niddle ability, she's going to turn all those buffs into Purge. And so, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up so you can see it here. All right. So it removes the turn meter, gives the ability block, the days, all that. But right there, then inflict an additional stack of Purge for each buff dispelled this way. So if your seventh sister is going before Nebbit, has taunt and all the other buffs, it's not going to give him the 6 stacks of Purge, which generates the free turn with Grand Inquisitor. I believe that's Compassion Leaves a Trail. Yeah, Compassion Leaves a Trail. The first time each enemy reaches 6 stacks of Purge, Grand Inquisitor takes a bonus turn. And so that's really what we're shooting for here. So ideally, and her basic does not guarantee a stack of Purge here. So it is really difficult if your seventh sister is going first. RNG still plays a factor, right? You can get into the battle, and immediately, if seventh sister and Grand Inquisitor are stunned, there's a good chance you're not going to make it. So I'll quickly go over mods. It's probably similar to my last video, so I'm just going to quickly say low health. You want to avoid health sets, health primaries as much as possible. High protection, and your speeds, your turn order has to be right. The turn order I don't think matters as much. Seventh Sister has to go before Grand Inquisitor, but after Chief Nebbit, and then you're good. You won't have to worry about who goes after her, because you'll hit those 6 stacks of Purge. I think the original idea was to get as many of the other Inquisitors to go before Grand Inquisitor is supposed to go to try to stack those stacks of Purge. But if we can get Seventh Sister to immediately apply 6 stacks of Purge, we're golden. We don't have to worry about that. So high protection, low health. He's at 288 speed. In fact, I've debated a couple of times remodding. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't mess with it. But I've debated a couple of times remodding him for offense, using an offense stat instead of speed, just because it really doesn't matter when he goes, as long as he goes after that 6 stack of Purge is applied, because then your whole train gets rolling here. Low health, high protection. She's the slowest. We got... She's got the lowest health protection pool overall. She has more health than I would, or she doesn't have exactly the health protection ratio that I would like, but this is the best that I've got to keep her still around that 330 speed. I think 330 to 340 is perfect, really. Here we go with low health, high protection, a little bit, 325 again. The idea is to stack as many stacks of Purge in case the worst case happens, and Seventh Sister is stunned, let's say. Try to stack as many Purge on there before we can get to Grand Inquisitor's turn anyways. It's it's not an exact science, I don't think. It's just kind of like however you feel is going to work best. We do have, of course, Eighth Brother faster as well. Low health, high protection. So yeah, just a quick basic overview. I'm not going to go too in depth on the mods. I think they are the exact same as the other video. I didn't review the other video, so maybe not. Maybe I changed something here or there, but Still just rocking the same setup here. So I'm going to go ahead and stream the battle. Of course, I always joke the time that I record these is when I'm going to be blown up out of the water. So they're going to stun. Because that's happened to me. I had the one run that I failed. I ended up starting, and four of my my Inquisitors were all stunned. I think the only one that wasn't was Fifth Brother, and then he had so many thermals on him because they kept on attacking him, and he would counterattack. It was just crazy. He was just blown up. All right, Fifth Brother being stunned is not a bad thing. All right, now Chief Nebbit has all those stacks of buffs here, right? So we're gonna go ahead and apply all that purge. Beautiful. Now we're going to use this third ability here, because with 6 stacks of purge, all Inquisitorious allies gain tenacity up for 2 turns. The main things that we are managing here are dots, the damage over times, and the thermal detonators. Thermal detonators we can prevent with the tenacity up. The dots, the damage over times, we cannot prevent them. They happen every time somebody takes a turn. All we can do is cleanse them, which is his middle ability. We'll get to that. But now we have the tenacity up, so we are not going to have to worry about any thermal detonators here. Now, another very important point is because Grand Inquisitor will take a turn every time somebody hits 6 stacks of purge, you can outrun that tenacity. It's only, I think, 2 turns. I think it's only 2 turns, right? So if you put 6 stacks of purge on somebody and then 6 stacks of purge on somebody else, he's outrun his tenacity. If you do that early in the battle, you could be in trouble. So things to manage how many stacks of purge everybody has are also very nice. Now, her ability here, her heal, we're always going to target herself because she has the lowest health and protection pool. It's going to heal everybody. It's going to take 1 stack of purge from every enemy, and for each stack, it's going to heal each of our Inquisitors. So that's 2 advantages here, right? It's going to heal everybody. It's going to give everybody foresight. I think it also does crit immunity as well. So it gives you a whole bunch of buffs to help you last longer in the battle as well. And it heals, and it helps manage how many stacks of purge are on everybody. Ninth Sister, her middle ability, will consume all stacks of purge. Now, sometimes I get to the point where Dacha has like 5 stacks of purge. I'll use that to get rid of all of the purge on Dacha, give him a whole bunch of extra damage over time, and prevent my Grand Inquisitor from outrunning his tenacity up. So we're going to go ahead and heal and target herself on that. Now everybody's up. We're going to go ahead and throw this out. That's going to give everybody blind. Not blind, they're not Jedis, but it has the opportunity to give them evasion, accuracy down, burning, all that. We're going to keep up with the AoEs. This one's going to give days, typically. Beautiful. Now we can come back here and start wailing away on Scavenger. Scavenger has the ability to, he's not going to in a moment. And they've got days on the pirates, so we don't have to worry about a counterattack here. We're going to hit everybody with this. It's going to cleanse all those dots. It's also going to equalize health and protection, so everybody's going to kind of be close to top. Removing all those dots is very important because even though we are mitigating the damage from the dots with our low health and high protection, we don't want them sitting around forever. The other advantage this really brings is ability block on all of these enemies. Once we put the ability block on Scavenger, he's really not that scary. It's really just that bomb that we're worried about, and then we're going to be able to spread the damage around so that they all start dying at the same time. And we're going to let the dots do most of the work for us here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and target Dacha here and throw the middle ability out. It's going to cleanse any buffs that they have, hit everybody. And whenever we are working on someone, we choose like if we want to lower everybody down, the highest health person, you target them, even if it's an AoE, because your seventh sister is coming in for an assist on every attack here. So we're going to continue to beat up on Dathcha. Dathcha's doing a decent job of resisting those purge, which is nice. Okay, beautiful. So it looks like the highest health is now Scavenger. We'll go ahead and pop him one. We're going to rely on the basics a little bit here. All right. Getting some misses here. Okay. Dots should take care of basically everybody on the board here. You shouldn't have to worry about killing the pirate. I weirdly have seen him respawn after the Jawas are dead, and then it will wait until he takes a turn. I'm not sure what that's about, but all right. So we did end up with 6 stacks of purge on the pirate. Basically, no matter who I attack here, we're gonna end up with 6 stacks of purge, and my Grand Inquisitor is gonna go again. He's gonna start taking some damage. He's got no tenacity up to help prevent the thermals. He's got 8 stacks of dot already, so it's gonna be close here. Hopefully, we can get to the next phase with everybody alive. All right, we're going to go ahead and continue to beat up on Engineer. All right, we lost Seventh Sister. That's a huge loss for us because she brings a lot of that control that we like. So we're going to go ahead and consume those stacks of purge. We don't need Grand Inquisitor taking 11 dots of damage right away. All right. Beautiful. So we should be okay with the 4 of us here. We don't have nearly as much control, which is a problem. One of the things that we really are going to be missing out on is that ability block. Because if Kenobi gives himself damage immunity, you're in for a world of trouble in this phase. I've seen it enough times. So we're going to go ahead and try to stack this up. It's early. I really don't want to use this yet. So we're going to hold off. Yeah, actually, no, I'm not. We're going to go ahead and equalize and dispel debuffs. Now, normally you wouldn't want to do this with only 1 dot. But like I said, we cannot let him give himself damage immunity. That's going to be a whole another problem for us. Alright, with his 4 stacks here, we can use this 3rd move, hopefully put stun on him and fear the other guy. Alright. There we go, 6 stacks. We are going to go ahead and use this. We're mainly using that in this phase for the tortured. We want that extra damage every time we hit him, so that is always helpful. But getting the tenacity up is fine, of course. We'll hit the AoE here. We're going to go ahead and consume all those stacks of purge and give him armor shred. So hopefully we can start hitting him pretty hard here. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and AoE cleanse any buffs. Do this. That's going to give blind and burning. I'm going to basic him here. Get a couple of hits in. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cleanse and keep that ability block on him. Like I said, a little more difficult without Seventh Sister, but I think we're going to be able to pull this off. Yeah, should be good here. One more attack with Grand Inquisitor, and we won. So not the greatest of RNG. Losing Seventh Sister in the first wave was tough, and that's just because, again, we outran the tenacity, and she ended up with like 16 thermals on her or something like that. But we were able to pull off the win. We talked about a couple of the things that we've learned since starting this whole journey trying to get Third Sister here. I hope that helps everyone with her Reva matchups, and may the Force be with you.